You have tried verbal therapy, but there is something within you which still disturbs you, and there is no way how you can express it with words. Why art therapy could be an option for you? Art therapy is a type of psychotherapy which is working through art materials. And there is you find that way how you can express yourself through textures, through sensations, through colors, without explaining to yourself, first of all, what you are feeling, and trying to place your feelings, to put them into the words. You can just follow your feelings and express what is coming to you in this moment without having to analyze it, to express it. It just you present, listen to yourself. That is really great practice when you learn to listen inward. And to pay attention what actually is going on within you, and this bit by bit you start to change the focus from outside towards the inside, and that once you change this focus is when starts to occur those inner transformations. And here is how art therapy can help you, especially if you are using some kind of mediums which are less controlled, like watercolors, pastels, acrylics. So something which is really fluid and also has textures, so that you can connect sensorial feelings as well. And there is one important thing that highly sensitive people we tend to analyze every our word, step, what we perceive, what does it mean, and so on. And art therapy is something where you actually let go that control, that you remove all those filters, and you can create something without that self-judgment. It's not important the final result. It's really important as a process, how you are feeling meanwhile you are creating. What happens when you start to notice that all your imperfections start to appear. Something unexpected happens. And how will you cope with those unexpected accidents, which occurs quite often in watercolor? And all these tiny bits you start to observe. So it's like you learn to be present with yourself. And sometimes it's also difficult to stay or to spend time alone, one-to-one with your own thoughts, that you know that sometimes it's so heavy, so hard that you try to avoid in any way, and not to stay with to stay with yourself on your own. And art therapy is as a way how you can learn step by step in a really gentle way to be present for yourself, to perceive those tiny shifts within yourself. And also some things from what you are creating, they help you to connect with your experiences. Sometimes there are those experiences which you consciously do not remember them, because they are went in those deep layers of your unconscious memory, but they are still there and they affect you without you noticing it. And also, this is a great tool to work and to process those negative experiences which we had in our past. That you know that in that moment when something occurs, and we got in that state of freeze and shock, that our mind, that part of our brain which is responsible for verbal expression has got also like blank, and that's why like that part is really difficult to express with words, and that's why sometimes verbal therapists they cannot reach that depth which is possible to reach through art therapy, because there it's like without filters starts to appear your subconscious, so that part which is hidden but which is also part of you and which is really important, and that is a way how you can bring light to that part which is usually unseen, and once you notice it, it's already stops to be hidden, and once you face to face with it, that is your first step when you start to process that experience and to transform it and to integrate within yourself as one part of your strengths. So that is actually like alchemy, which is happening in a really gentle way. That something which was painful, some memories which were painful, uh, you process them and integrate, transform it into your force, that experience, in a really gentle and soft. And if you want to experience how it is and to give it a try, I invite you to my quick emotional reset guide that is free. Just go through the link in the description and give it a try. Just allow yourself watch it and feel. So there is no need to do without toxic positivity, without really hard inner work, suppression of emotions, without the need to meditate harder. So that is just like watch me, observe, and that the neural mirror neurons will do their job, and you will notice how in 30 minutes your state will turn to more peaceful, calm, and relaxing. Sending you lots of love.